here from the gear shed again. My backyard is still like a paddy field, so I've come back out into the recreation field down the road. It's got a little bit better drainage, and we're snuggled up against the batting cage. For a new tent, I have got a bit of a tent fetish. This one's a little bit different because it comes from AliExpress, and I haven't seen anything like it before. It is fairly unique. If you know that this is a copy of something, let me know in the comments box. Yeah, I've just never really seen anything like it before. It's a trekking pole tent, so it doesn't come with any actual poles. We'll have a look at it. It's the first time I had it up because the weather's been so crap. Yeah, I just haven't managed to get out and do it. So let's have a look. It's this thing here. I'll put a link in the description about where I've got it from in AliExpress. It doesn't seem to have a name. They describe it as being you can get 10 people in it or something like that for a like a group tent. It's not quite as big as I thought it was going to be from the description of it and size and stuff, but which is something that usually happens with these Chinese tents, is that they yeah, it's a little bit hit and miss, but it's actually quite a good quality. It's siliconized nylon, double-sided siliconized nylon. It's quite light. It's I don't know, in the description it's probably 20 denier, something like that, maybe a little bit thicker. Seems to have a reasonably good coating on it. Stitching and such like, it's not bad. It's all pretty straight, which is always a bonus. Essentially, it's got one center pole that's supposed to be at 1.95 or something. That's probably a little bit lower than that in the middle, and then you've got trekking poles at each of these corners. So it's kind of a star shape configuration. Kind of see it a little bit better like that, I suppose. And it's got doors at each of those little end of each of those apexes. So there's one door there, one door around the corner here, and then one door on the other side. We'll go and have a look. So it's got plenty of guy ropes. There's like little ventilation hoods here. There's no mesh or anything in the back of them. They just basically terminate at the top of the zipper, and then you've got a tie-out point there to keep them up. Haven't got it pitched particularly well. It does come with little pitching straps, which I forgot to put on. Never mind. Holds it up. So each one of those peaks have got a little flap there, and then on the top it's got like a little dome thing, I suppose you used to call it. Now what I'm going to look at doing with this is kind of like a group shelter. So I'm going to take the kids out. We want to put it on our back and actually walk for a bit. I want something that's big enough to put up to sort of give us, 2 or 3 people, I suppose, in here. Weighing it, I'll give it a decent, like I did a quick sort of weigh of it, about 1.4, I think it turned. I'll do a proper weigh in and I'll put it in the description again. I think it's about 1.4 or something. There comes with heaps of seam seals, about 3 or 4 tubes of the stuff, and lots of guy ropes. So it's going to take a little bit of time to, once I messed around with it, to actually see how it pitches. But so yeah, so you've got door. Let's go and have a look inside. Wander around inside and have an nosy in here. So you have a center pole. This comes with a adapter thing that actually came with the tent. It's fairly lightweight. I stuffed up and lost. There's a little plug that goes into the end there that stops your trekking pole punching a hole through the top of your tent. I managed to lose that already. It's out here in the field somewhere. So I'm probably not going to use it in this configuration anyway. I'm going to probably use my pole adapter I've got for my hex peak for that, or get a center pole, dedicated center pole, and that way I can 2 people with trekking poles, because you need 3 other trekking poles. If we get a dedicated pole for the middle and then a trekking pole for each corners, that means that there's 2 people. If you got the 2 trekking poles, that'll be enough. Don't have to carry any extra poles. But reasonable amount of room. I'm 6'1" and I can just about stand up in it. So it's kind of like a teepee tent, but with some more space. So yeah, I'm not sure how many people we get in here, but you probably get a few. And I'm thinking of putting a stove in here, so the big question is whereabouts I could put it. Might be, I was hoping I was going to be able to stick it, say, like on one of these corners here, stick one up through, might be able to get away with putting one up through there and just having it down on the ground here. And then wouldn't need too big a chimney lengthwise. which will make it easier. I'm going to make a couple of stoves up to go. Well, I've got some ideas to do a couple of backpacking stoves that are reasonably compact, wood stoves for it. So yeah, so I think you'd get, floor space wise, you'd get somebody over there, somebody over there. Probably get 2 people side by side in here. So you probably might you might get 4, sort of 5 to 6 people in here. It's quite good size. And then what I'm going to do also is I've ordered, which I'll try and do a review somewhere on the line, of an inner, Chinese inner for my hex peak. It's a bit lighter and smaller and a different design. And I'm going to see whether I can possibly, just depends on how they go together, whether I can get them in here. So we have the option of actually having an inner tent, which I don't think would be too much of a problem. It might be in the middle, which is the only thing, so you might have a tent. So you have the inner in here, just keep the bugs out. So it's going to be a huge one-man tent, enormous one-man tent. But then, I mean, I could always also do it like a 2-man inner, stretch a bit of cord between, if I do a cord between there and there, you get a 2-man inner in here, probably use the cord to suspend it. So yeah, it's not too bad. No floor or anything like that. There's no inners, no floor, nothing like that with it. So it comes with this trekking pole adapter. This guy here, it's fairly light. I don't know how strong that would be. I mean, it's just a light aluminium trekking pole section. Snuckle out of here. So, and then you come with a whole host of other stuff, which I've managed to dump here. Lots of guy ropes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubes of seam sealer. So that's quite a bit. There's some straps there to pitch it properly, which I probably should have put on when I started. Peg bag, you just get these pegs with it, the old basic standard jobbos. And then that's the bag that goes in, so it's not huge. Once packed down, it's quite small. So yeah, not too bad of a tent. Okay, so yeah, guy ropes, there's a few guy rope, it's like heaps of guy ropes come with it. It's basic webbing straps, that would be quite good because give you a bit more inner space once you peg it out a little bit. And the sides, yeah, throw ball, and then as you can see, like quality wise, stitching, this is a heavier pack cloth in here. But yeah, stitching is not too bad. Just as good as my hex peak basically, for half the cost and about 3 times the size really. Should be okay for wind loading, I suppose. It is quite large though, but we've got those trekking poles. Once you peg it all out, I'd probably actually look at popping a few more peg loops in along the end here, because it's quite a big unsupported section, so I'd probably sew one on each of those in there. Front one's got a bit, and it also sits quite high, so I'll probably have to lower it down a little bit. Otherwise you're going to get stuff blown up underneath. But yeah, that section there, it's quite a long piece of material without guy rope. That's pretty easy done. Pop some sections on it. So there we have it. No idea what it's called. Hopefully I'll get a stove in it and we can take it from there. See how we go. Alrighty guys, so comments in the comments box. I'll do a quick rundown of weights and stuff when I get back. Put that in the description box so you get a bit of idea what's going on. Yeah, so yeah, comments in the comments box. Remember to subscribe. Still got plenty more videos to come. Once I get my act together, I got a few trip reports as well, but I'm dragging the chain on editing them at the moment, so you might have to wait a little bit. Alright guys, cheers and thanks.